years onto someone's life.
So you're saying that if you do those five simple things, that 14 years of healthful living could be added to one's life. So if you're going from 78 to now 92 type of thing, that's what the people could be expecting to get out of it. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
So again, you know, I love the approach that you take. You take the approach of making people proactive and responsible and accountable for what they're doing. And so I think it's a wonderful, wonderful service that you're providing. So thank you, Elise. Okay. So again, this is Health Talk. Health Talk has really one mission when we're looking at it, and it's really to provide the best evidence of the day to inform our community to make the best decisions that they can make at this time. Elise, thank you very much for coming on to our show. We hope that you can come back in the future and give us an update on some of the good things that you're seeing in the community as well, and all the interactions that you're making, and all that type of thing as well.
Thanks for having me, Fred.
Absolutely. So again, good day and good health.
Hello, my name is Dr. Fred Sylvester from New Hanover Chiropractic, and welcome to this episode of Health Talk. Today we have Lisa Heverly on our show, and she is the founder of Operation Backpack, which is a nonprofit out of Pottstown. And we have her here because we want to bring some community awareness of what the nonprofit does and what our involvement in the community is. So Lisa, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So can you tell us what Operation Backpack is?
Yeah, Operation Backpack is a weekend food program for students in our local community.
Okay.
So right now we're in the Boyertown School District, Pottstown, Pottsgrove, and also Springford. And we pack into a backpack enough food to sustain that student for the weekend. So we give them dinner Friday night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner Saturday and Sunday, some snack items, water, and we pack all of that into a backpack, and then we work with the local school district to figure out which students would qualify to be in the program.
How long has it been in operation for?
Here in Pottstown has been in operation since the 2010-2000 school year, 2011
so
school
almost
year.
6 years then.
Yes.
And is there any other history, like on a national level, of Operation Backpack?
Yeah, actually, the reason why Operation Backpack got started in Pottstown was because there was an organization called True to Life Ministries, which was based in Texas, in the Houston area. And a friend of mine, it was her brother and sister-in-law that started this organization. And she knew that they were doing a program like Operation Backpack there.
Yeah.
So she called around to a couple of the schools in the Pottstown School District and asked them if a program like this would be a benefit to the students there.
Sure.
So at that point, I was working at that local school, and I became the coordinator, the person that ran the program at the school there.
And what is your current position then? So you went from coordinator to what are you now?
Yeah, so now I'm the founder and executive director of Operation Backpack.
Okay.
So in 2013, we were, before then, we were working with True to Life Ministries. We were under their umbrella.
Yeah.
And then in 2013, we actually separated and became our own entity here in Pottstown.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what are some of the statistics that that you're aware of, like that are in the local area that needs the service that you're trying to provide?
Right. In Pottstown, I think it was 2 years ago, there was some things that were done, a survey that was done, and in Pottstown alone, it was about 70% of the students qualified for free and reduced breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
So that's a huge number.
Absolutely.
That's a little overwhelming. And also, I did some research on some of the students that are considered homeless in all of those local communities that we're in. And Pottstown had about 80 students last year.
Okay.
Springford had, I think it was 15. Pottsgrove had about 30. and I'm unsure of the number that
Boyertown
Boyertown
had.
was at. But,
Sure.
yeah.
So when you're looking at that, what type of need do you see that's in our local community when we talk about hungry children, homeless children, children who live in poverty per se?
Yeah, I know like other people, I feel that as a child you shouldn't be hungry, especially here
Sure.
in our local community and in the United States. So, yeah, the students that we are helping are homeless or considered chronically hungry. So those are the students going home on the weekend, and they would not have food that would sustain them until Monday. So a lot of the students are the ones that are receiving the free and reduced breakfast and lunches at school. Like these are the students that, as a high schooler, they would be couch surfing.
Okay.
So going from, friend's home to friend's home.
Wow.
So that backpack would become their food pantry in a sense for the weekend.
Sure.
Everything that is put into the backpack does not need to be heated up. It doesn't have to be cooked.
Sure.
They're all pop-top, so if the student doesn't have electricity or water or a way of doing any of those things, making the items, it's not necessary. They can eat them right out of the containers.
What is I think we were looking at this before the show started, the poverty rate in Pennsylvania?
It's about 20%.
And how do we determine that? Do you have an idea how that kind of comes to?
I think if it's a family of four, if you make $30,000 or less, you're considered in the poverty level.
So then that puts you into the category of the reduced lunch then, is
Yes.
what happens? So in a lot of these cases then, a lot of these children are getting 1 or 2 meals per day, depending on what the school provides at this point. And then after the fact,